God, where are you? Welcome to today's episode on realities of life. And the topic we want to look at today says, does God answer prayers? Does He really answer prayers? Well, the book of Matthew 7:7 says, ask and you shall receive, seek and you shall find, knock and it shall be opened unto you. And whoever asketh, receiveth, whoever knocketh, it shall be opened unto the person. And sometimes it's like, does it really happen? Do we really ask and it's given to us? Well, I know that so many questions will be going on in your mind. But let me just start with my own question. Have you ever been in a situation or a challenge or problem overwhelming you so much so that you needed God's intervention? And not only just that, quick one for that matter. And also for God to justify the case and prove you innocent, or to handle that matter that is before you, something that is like a mountain before you. You want it to melt. Something that you see as an obstacle or a closed door, you want the door to open. And the prayers seem to be delayed. You don't seem to get an answer. Then another question is, have you ever seen yourself in a situation whereby you really fasted, you really prayed, and you're sure you prayed? Not just you praying, but you even called upon people to join you pray. And they joined you with night vigils and so many, different kinds of prayer, different times, chain prayers and all the things like that. It could be that you are pursuing a certification paper exam and you have been trying and failing and you want to fail, you want to pass. But each time you pray, you fast, and it comes again and you fail again. This thing comes, does God really answer prayers? It comes in the mind of many people. And also, it could be that you really prayed for a loved one that was sick. And the way you prayed, it's like you believe that the person will get well. But instead of getting well, the person got either worse or even passed on. And another thing comes again. Does God really answer prayer? Well, it could be a position you are seeking for. And with everything, it's clear that you are qualified. You're supposed to be in that position. But because of pressure, other people want to be in that position. This is like people are eyeing you, people are jealousing you, people are doing so many things. And after you prayed and you are sure, in fact, sometimes whatever it may be, you sow seed, you make a sacrifice, and you believe that it will happen. And eventually, you lose the position. Somebody else takes the position. The question still comes, does God answer prayer? Now, it could be that you are pursuing a visa. Each time you go, they refuse you. Each time. And the people that you know or think they don't even pray, they just go, they get. And you are wondering. It could be that you are trusting God for the life partner. And since somehow something happens after all the prayer, it will not work again. After all the prayer, it will not work again. And you are wondering, does God answer prayer? It could be you are trusting God for the fruit of the womb. And each time, after all the belief and all the prayers and all the fasting and waiting on the Lord, attending different kinds of prayer, and at the end of the day, nothing happens. No pregnancy, nothing. And you begin to say, does God answer prayer? Are you in debt? Bills to clear? Are there something that is just coming, and then are you having some kind of health challenge and you are feeling, does it mean that God is not seeing you and you are praying since you are trusting God to help you and believe for healing? And eventually, since the prayer, the challenge, health challenge is still there. the healing has not taken place. So, and then there are so many times that some people will say, with all the work and the service I render in the kingdom of God, I do this, I sow seed, I do thanksgiving, I do all manner of things. And what other faith am I going to have again? And then at the end of the day, still, whatever you are is still delayed. Prayers are not being answered, and so on. Do you know that at times people end up taking offense against God as if to say, God, those you want to answer, keep answering them. I've seen that there are people you want to answer, there are people you don't want to answer. Probably you have included yourself. But I want to remind you that in the book of Matthew 11:6, Jesus said, blessed is the man who is not offended in me. You know, the same thing happened to John the Baptist. At a point, he started doubting, does God really answer? He said, but then Jesus said, blessed is that man who is not offended in me. I want to tell you, don't be offended in God so that things will not get worse. I can understand you. I can really understand you. Honestly speaking, no matter the height of somebody in Christianity or the level of whatever experience, sometimes this doubt comes. Does God really answer prayer? But I have come to answer it. I want to tell you that he still answers prayer. He answers. You know, he answers the prayer. You either says yes, or he says no, or he says wait till the appointed time. Because God has his own time. You have your own time. So it's like we are pushing God. We want it this one. We want it this way. This year. This month. How? We want this certificate. We want to... It's like we are telling God what to do. But he's taking his time. He knows the best for you. And when he refuses giving you a particular thing because he has seen the end from the beginning, which you are not seeing, and he's postponing it or refusing it to give you a better thing because he wants to bring you to an expected end, and you feel God still answers prayer. Don't worry. Your own is coming. You know what? One man lost his son, and when he was crying for that son he lost, he said, God, where are you? That's where I said, where are you, God? Where are you? Where are you? And my son just died, so you couldn't just help out. You couldn't do anything. God, where are you? I'm still asking, where are you? You know what? He got an answer. He told us this story, and he said that while he was saying, God, where are you? God answered and said, I am where I was when my only begotten son died. That's the place I was. I'm still there, even for your son. What of my begotten son? He said, immediately that came, it was like, oh, God, I'm sorry. He said, so I don't know. Take notes. What you have to do is still believe. Start confessing. Start praising God. And remember, when you pray, don't rattle your prayer. Try and listen because he speaks. He may direct you. What he does is that he may direct you to somebody now that will tell you what to do before the thing happens. So just listen and know what he's saying. There is nothing you say that God does not answer. If you pay attention and listen, he either tells you no. And before you know it, you will get a kind of peace in your mind that God doesn't want you to go that way. He answers. He may say yes. He has approved it, but not immediately. So you find that somebody takes in, but you have to wait for 9 months before the baby comes forth. It doesn't mean that you have not taken in. So God is the process. God is still working. He has not finished. So you are a divine assignment. You have not. God is working on that your prayer. Just pay attention. Listen. You will know what he is saying. You will know exactly his mind. If only you will calm down. Don't rush. Remember, when Jesus prayed a prayer, at that time, he was about to be crucified. He said, my Father, I don't want to pass through this way, but nevertheless, let your will be done, not my will. So remember to always add nevertheless, because he knows better. Once you force him, don't come and say, I must marry this person. Don't come and say, I must do this job. Don't come and say, leave your heart open when you go to God. When you go to God, listen, I tell you, he answers. He will assure you. God will help you, okay? So don't be offended in God because that will be the worst. Always be happy and know that he's still there. He knows you. God bless you. Just remember that you will always share and always like and always subscribe. Thank you for all the time listening. And I want to tell you that as you continue to listen, your life will be getting better and better and better all the time. You will meet with me same time. God bless you. God bless you.
We hope that you've been richly blessed by this episode of the Realities of Life series.